Every journey begins with a question, and sometimes even with a challenge. Around here, they call it the big thing. In the heart of Montana, the Inspiration Hub rises beside still waters. Here, the mountains and the land remind us why we set out in the first place. To learn, to grow, and to push beyond the familiar. The Great Northwest Expedition is made possible in part by our partners at Onyx Offroad and Campspotter.io, two brands that understand exploration is about more than where you go. It's about the freedom to find your own path. And none of this would be possible without the X Overland Ranch. We just want to give a quick shout out to Clay and Rochelle, their crew, for their hospitality and this incredible property. As the sun rises across the Montana sky, the 400 acres stretches far and wide. Trails crisscross the land, inviting challenge, adventure, and moments that will stay with you long after the dust settles. This place is more than just camp. It's a gathering place of ideas, of friendships, and of stories waiting to be written. Each morning, it begins here, quiet, steady, and full of promise. As camp comes alive, we're greeted by the scent of coffee, the sound of breakfast sizzling on the cast iron, and the slow hum of a day about to begin. Welcome back. Day 2 is underway here at the X Overland Ranch. We are headed to the Navigation 2.0 class put on by Rebel Rally and a couple other things. So with that, let's jump into day 2. We'll take you along for the whole day. Let's go.
Looking out there at that ridge line and go, how far away is that line? Well, yeah, and it changes. So like you can look out in California, the relief is very different than it is in Morocco. Morocco, the mountains are really kind of small.
In mapping, every detail matters, whether it's the physical map in your hand or looking at and reading the road ahead. The tools we carry shape the journey we take.
Now I'm going to talk to you about, so I love Onyx. I love guiding. I love events.
So let's just say it's 10,000 pounds. So that's 10,000 pounds is the weight of that vehicle. 10,000 pounds is an awful lot.
Workshops and stories fill the morning. Adventure vans designed to be homes on wheels. Expeditions that have spanned continents. And rigs with miles and miles of dust and triumph written into their paint. And organizations like the Two Wolf Foundation, proving the journey is more than just miles. It's about the people walking beside you and giving back to our public lands. As we head into the lab, here, even the smallest members of our families, our four-legged companions, are a part of the adventure with the Pet First Aid class.
We're going to talk about when we bandage. I want you to make note, especially if your dog has super hairy little feet. I want you to notice how their toes stick. How far apart are those toes? How close are they, etc. You're going to look in between the toes from the top. And then for my horse people in here, you can pull the paw back to look underneath this way, or you can lift their hand up like they're giving you a high five and look at their paw that way. Do whatever position is most comfortable for your dog and you. Again, you want them to be okay with you doing this. Don't do it in a way where they're like, this sucks, please don't touch me ever again. When you get to the hind limbs, same thing. You're going to feel. You're going to go all the way down the paw. You're going to go through flexion and extension. Now, on the dog's hind limb, when you go through flexion, yes, you can keep the leg straight, but really it's just a matter of bending that leg into that quintessential hind leg shape. when they tuck their legs out, to see if you notice any crevice, especially for our small dogs. The hind limbs are notorious for having kneecaps. Zach. All right, when we talk about the femoral artery, it is not on the inside near the belly, it's on the inside of the leg. Where the leg meets the body, you're gonna just take 2 fingers and you're gonna gently place.
As the day continues, the challenges start to present themselves.
Nice and slow.
Mainly the tech course, which is the proving ground not only for the driver, but for machine. But you'll have to stay tuned for that. Up next on the agenda for the day was the Intro to Welding course. Here, learning came in sparks and the hum of a torch. Out here, every skill learned becomes another tool for the road ahead. And just as the day begins to stretch on, familiar faces arrive here at the X Overland Ranch, with our friends Eric and Crystal rolling in from their own adventures across Idaho.
Like an influencer's paradise. You guys all have your things out?
It really is. Oh yeah, I went full influencer. I bought myself a Starlink Mini too.
Oh, I've used it this whole entire time?
I'm assuming you've cleared your 50 gigs well by now.
Oh yeah.
Oh
I had to entertain a child.
Their arrival serves as a reminder that every path eventually converges, with stories and laughter ready to be shared. With these new additions, we get them settled into camp and settle in for another epic day, lakeside in the shadow of the Inspiration Hub. With camp set up, we head out back to the hub for the Dometic Happy Hour. Here, this is where connections take shape in the smallest ways, whether it be a shared meal, toast of some glasses, and a reminder that community doesn't just happen, it's built one moment at a time. As the sun begins to fall under the hills surrounding the ranch, the hub glows brighter. Shadows stretch long, laughter carries across the fields, and a day of learning fades into an evening of connections. With games on the grass, songs in the air, Stories are exchanged beneath the glow of patio lights and the Montana sky. Clay's words remind us why we're here yet again. Not just to drive or to learn, but to reflect on the journey that shapes us. As twilight deepens, conversations linger. Friendships take root in laughter and in the quiet pauses between songs. And soon, the music calls us closer.
I can feel God coming. The weather's getting strong. There's so better if fucking singing gone, gone, gone. Gone, gone, gone. On the fast road going sideways from home.
Sometimes, the best part of the journey is just simply pausing and enjoying the moment. And as the hub lights stand against the night, we're reminded of the big thing. The one step, the one choice that can reshape your path. For some, it will begin here at the ranch. For others, it begins the moment they choose to begin. Join us next time for episode 5 of our Great Northwest Expedition here at the X Overland Ranch in Three Forks, Montana. And if you've enjoyed this series so far, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, so that way you can continue to share on this epic journey with us. Till next time, we'll see you on the road.